And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Extreme Production series. And yeah, we've got Coverx Enrichment unlocked, and so it is time to use the glory of I've got the centrifuge. We need to get this started as nuclear robotics finishes, and I've got the regular blueprint that I usually use for this process right in here. So I'm actually, I'm gonna build this like up like this, I think. I want a little bit more room for potentially more centrifuges down here so we can process more and more and more stuff. And we're going to put the centrifuges I've got crafted in there and the beacons I've got crafted in there. And so that is 64 objects are missing the material. Those are stack filter inserters. And I thought I had those auto crafted. I do. Let that all build up. It's going to take a minute or two for that to get built. And as we're going to wander up here, I thought we had stack filters crafted. I just don't think I put them in a chest anywhere. So right here, yeah, stack filter. So let's get these into a chest with a good limit on them. And I'll put the 5 that I've got in there. And for some reason I've got belt. And let's put some belt away. Okay, so these should be slow as molasses. I think, yeah, they were pretty heavy on the green circuits, if I remember right. So let's use a stack on that as well, just to punch those out. And of course, we need 2 regular belts, which is fine. I actually only needed one click of those because it makes 2 at a time. And the reason I have an initial set of yellow belts is to slow down the process. There we go. And then I want to replace that one and put that there. And now we're ready to go. Just a matter of getting the rest of these stack filters ready to go. And of course, we've got beacons, but no modules yet. And this one, I actually want to change this around. I'm going to use... See, I've got this overridden in the blueprint, but with the maximum production that we're going to be doing, we're gonna adjust this a little bit, because this only will pull out of this chest when there's more than 80 in there. And there's only going to be more than 80 in there once all of these are full and ready to go. Okay, so the other thing we're going to want to do, I'm going to take this stack size override off. And now we're going to build up right in here. And then right in here. Wow, I'm out of undergrounds. That's amazing. So here we're going to pull pull these out. Pull these out. And let's put a chest. I want to put a provider chest right there. Okay, so that's the outside. Okay, so these can go up. And then these can come up as well. So this will insert if there's less than 10 in here at any given time. So it'll keep putting them in until they run their course all the way around. And you can see all the centrifuges are loading up all of the 238 that they need. And eventually there'll be enough coming around where it'll fill that chest up. And once there's more than 10 in there, this will stop feeding the chest. And so there's plenty of buffer in there for more. And you can see now there's more and more and more, and pretty soon this belt will be completely full all the way around on just one side. Because when these finish crafting, they're going to want to put the 238 back on the belt, and they're going to have that outside lane to do just that. And you can see now we are over 10, and that is really, that's the little change that I made that only puts it on one side. That's kind of where that comes from. Alright, so we're going to come out, and I'm out of belt. Should have figured that. Should have figured I would run out of belt right when I start recording. Okay, so you can go there. Okay, so now we're going to want a lot of this 238, or no, 235. So I'm going to use, really I don't, one warehouse. I can't build a warehouse. Iron plate. Of course it's iron plate. Why wouldn't it be iron plate? So I'm going to build one of these. It's going to take a little bit, but so we're going to load up and put all of the 235 into a chest. And the reason I have this slowdown right here, because these are trying to pull off of an underground belt, they're going to have less time than if it's just a regular belt, because you can't pull off the full square, the full tile of an underground belt. So I slow it down so the 235 will come around and will like sit here and linger a little longer. So we're going to pull all the 235 that we've built up over a major number of hours. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crafting systems worth. Now when this finishes, it's actually going to pretty much half the amount, because yeah, I loaded at least 50 or at least 40 in, but it's going to want 80. It's going to want 80 sitting in there, so it's going to lower the craft down. And this is really where productivity modules really shine, is in this system. Okay, so we've got the passive provider warehouse, and that is going to be 235. All right, so now we've reduced quite a bit, and we've got full 235 in the middles, well, almost full. And those are, well, most of those should be on passive providers, because those we use 235 or 238 in the fuel cells that we make, and we're just barely running out of fuel cells now. So this is a perfect time for this to go. So yeah, we went from 7 down to 3. So you 82, well 27. That's really bizarre. So let's sort this out here. Like I said, it's not a perfect system, but once you have a good stream of 235, it goes pretty smoothly after that. And then once the whole belt is full of 235 and it's going around, then you can replace this with a blue and really get some throughput through here. As you can see, it unloads one and there's one extra, which is nice. So these will skip this one and go down to here, but this one doesn't catch every one of them because again, it's a little, it has trouble pulling from that. But the whole system, it works. You know, it just takes 20-30 minutes, and every one of these will be full, and it'll start filling up this chest down here. All right. So module-wise, we kind of hit a rough patch because of red circuits. As you can see, reds are just trickling in, and it's actually hurting our research. Because look at that, we're kind of getting down on research because red circuits are having a hard time, especially after they passed the blues. Oh, look at that. Reds are just barely trickling in here. So blue circuits also are getting hit pretty hard. And let's see. Yeah, we've got a good surplus of high-tech science, which is nice. I like having lots of high-tech science. And I've got autosave. The first two banks of these with production modules in them. It makes a little bit of a difference, but I'd really like to get all of them filled up with production modules, and that's going to be tough because it's just slowly filling these up. We don't have the throughput, so this has to fill up. I'll have to walk all the way up there. So the chest has to fill up, and then it goes to the next one. So unfortunately, we are kind of at a standstill when it comes to the production of production modules. Because yeah, I put a limit on these chests. I actually should put a stricter limit on them. Just because. Actually, these are speed. What am I doing? We don't need speed here. Don't need speed. So one thing I can do, pack them in there. Pack them in there. And put the rest in here. Yeah, we don't really need speed right now. Although it would be nice. I could make some beacons and put some beacons over. Ooh, look at greens. Ouch. Iron is in bad shape. So let's look at our. Oh, that's going to get in the way right there. So what can we do about that? Well, there's a blueprint I can use. Smelting, that works. And the miners, I need to ramp up. I need to ramp up greens. As you can see, we are hurting. Not necessarily because of anything. I mean, copper's making it all the way. Could use a little bit more iron in there. Boy, we must be using a ton of iron. Gears also. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it over here. Because there's no reason why that should be. There we go. Now we've got a little space to breathe. And where did it go? There it is. Okay, so I actually want to space this out one so there's enough room for beacons in between. So we're going to put this here. We're going to put one here. And here. I'm going to take this. Put one there. There. So this bottom one here can go to supplement the iron on our gear production. And then I need the mines. I want to do one here. Here. And here. And that will take a little while to clear out. How many belts? See, I got quite a few belts on me, so I'm not too worried about it. And we're going to try to supplement gears here. So if I take this, we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Should just about load that belt full. And then, of course, that's in the way. So these two come out, and we're going to route those into the other belt. Now we'll go a long ways to supplement or to maximize the amount going to gears. And then the other two we'll use for regular in-base iron. So we have one here. That's going... I'm not sure where that meets up. Right there, I think. Right there. Then it's just a matter of routing just like so. So what are we out of? Inserters. Well, those are getting crafted right now. And I'm going to need something to power that RoboPort right there. And I probably just drained all of our reserve furnaces. Well, actually, no. But yeah, we're a little low on those because of red circuits. Come on, somebody place this right up here. I know one of you bots wants to do it. I know you're excited for it. There it is. Now, well, they should clear all these trees out. There we go. Getting ready. And let's start the mining process here and here. here. Okay, now we're going to start trickling iron into both sides of the gears, and then we'll work on this up here. Should also there we go. A little bit of extra belt going in here. Lots and lots of extra iron. I'm going to have to route that in a second. And then let's take this stuff. Am I out of... No, I'm not out of those. There we go. Oh, they almost finished, and then they had to recharge. So get in line. There's a lot of bots here I'm waiting on. Okay, it looks like gears. Actually maxed out. So I'll be able to upgrade that line soon. And then these are all good to go. And we have... just gonna put these in here. Oh, this thing has to get a little bit of power from somewhere. So now I've got 2 more banks of iron that I can merge in down here. So like this one here is splitting. Actually, they're both splitting. So one thing I could do is take this, merge it in down here. Okay, and then take these 2, and these are going to be... oh, I need undergrounds, of course. See if we can go across all of that. Oh yeah. No problemo. Okay. And then we want to go across these. So there's 1. And then 2. So there's 2 more dedicated lines. And this one down here is balanced. Actually, we've got... it's kind of weird. We've got these merging. I want to take that merge away. Because these are dedicated lines now. So we're going to integrate this. Because I'm going to expand my greens, of course, and because of that, we're going to want maximum amount of iron coming up here. There's going to be a lot of use, and we're probably going to want some more copper as well, because copper is kind of low right now. Is that the last tier? Yeah, that's the top tier. And nuclear robotics is almost done. Let's check our system down here. Yeah, it looks like these... I mean, there is some down here, but it's just going to take a while. It's going to take a while to percolate. Do we? I doubt we have any more. Oh, we actually do. We have 4. So I'm gonna really push the system here, and we're gonna put 2 in each one of these. That should really kickstart this system. So that will do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.